Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into a coin that looks totally normal, but could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. I'm talking about the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny. You might have one in your old coin jar, your piggy bank, or even stuck under the couch. But don't let its ordinary look fool you. Some rare versions of this penny are bringing in huge money at auctions, and you'll be shocked at just how much. At first glance, the 1956 penny doesn't look special. It's just a small copper coin with Abraham Lincoln on the front and wheat stalks on the back. It was made in Denver, which is why you'll see a little D under the year 1956. But here's where things get exciting. While over 1 billion of these pennies were made, a few have rare mistakes or are in such perfect condition that collectors are willing to pay crazy amounts of cash to own them. Let's start with the regular version. Most 1956 wheat pennies are only worth a few cents. Maybe 2, 5, or 10 cents if they're a little shiny. Not much, right? But when the coin is in perfect condition, and I mean spotless with a bright red shine, that's when the value starts to grow. A regular 1956 penny in mint state, also known as MS-60 or higher, can sell for a few dollars. But that's just the beginning. If your penny is graded MS-67 or better, and has that bright, red color that collectors love, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, one perfect 1956 penny was sold for over $7,400 at an auction. That's just one penny. Imagine picking up a coin off the ground, and it ends up being worth a few $1,000s. Even crazier, some super high-end versions of the 1956 wheat penny, with no D, have sold for over $50,000 because of their top grade and color. These are what collectors call MS-67 plus red. They're super rare, and that's what makes them so valuable. Now let's talk about error pennies, because this is where things get even more fun. You may have heard of coins with double strikes, off-center prints, or missing letters. The 1956 wheat penny has some cool errors that can really raise the value. One of the most popular is called a repunched mint mark, or RPM. That's when the D mint mark was stamped more than once, and it looks like there's a shadow or double D under the first one. These shadow D or D over D errors are hard to find, but they're real and collectors love them. Depending on the condition, a D over D penny can be worth anywhere from $30 to over $1,000. Some other errors to look out for include pennies that were struck off-center, meaning the design is not in the right spot on the coin. These can be worth $100 or more, depending on how far off the strike is. Another rare one is when the penny was struck on the wrong kind of metal. There's one case where a 1956 penny was struck on a silver dime planchet. That one sold for over $1,200. These types of error coins are rare, but they're out there, and they're worth big money. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1956 penny is worth anything? Great question. The first thing to check is the condition. Is your penny shiny, with no scratches or wear? If it still has a bright red color and no damage, you might have something special. Next, take a close look at the D under the date. Use a magnifying glass or zoom in with your phone. If it looks like there's another D hiding behind it, you might have the D over D error. Also check for other strange things, letters that are missing, off-center images, or anything that looks unusual. If your penny looks perfect or has an error, it might be worth sending to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. These companies can tell you the coin's grade and confirm if the error is real. Having your penny graded can make it worth even more, especially if it comes back with a high score like MS-66 or MS-67. Now, let me remind you, most 1956 pennies are not rare. Most are only worth face value or maybe a few cents. But the special ones, the ones with perfect shine or cool errors, are the ones that make headlines. Even though billions of these coins were made, the high-grade ones and error coins are very rare, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. So if you have a jar of old pennies at home, go check it right now. Look for that 1956 D with a strong red color or a strange-looking mint mark. Who knows? You could be holding a coin that's worth hundreds or even tens of thousands of dollars. It's like treasure hunting right in your own home. And hey, even if your coin isn't worth that much, it's still fun to collect. These weak pennies are a piece of American history. They were the last series of pennies before the design changed in 1959. Holding one is like holding a little piece of the past, and who knows? Maybe one day that common-looking penny will be the next rare find. So don't toss those old coins. Take a close look. You might just be one lucky penny away from a big payday. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment telling me what rare coins you found, and subscribe for more fun coin facts and hidden treasures. And remember, next time you pick up a penny, look twice. It could be worth more than you ever imagined.